Welcome to our social studies lesson, and our topic is resources and economic activity. Then subtopic is industries. So we start by asking ourselves, what are industries? Industries are the process and activities involved in the production of final products of raw materials. So industries, this is where now the process and all the activities that now are involved so that you can get the final products from the raw materials. So that is what we are calling the industries. Then we have factories, because there is now we have industry, and then we have also some factories. Now factories are places where raw materials are turned into new and usable products. So there's this small difference here whereby now you are supposed to know that factories are the places now where that raw materials are turned into new and useful products. Then industries now is now the process of making, or the process that is involved in production of final products from raw materials. So we have examples of the major types of industries. The major types of industries, we have the processing industries, we have assembly industries, manufacturing industries, and service industries. So these are the four major types of industries. And now we have the importance of industries. Why are industries important? One is that they are the sources of employment. Many people are employed to work in these industries, so they are a source of employment. They are a source of foreign exchange. After the production of these products, or these final goods now, some are sold to foreign countries, whereby now the country gets the foreign exchange. We have markets for raw materials. These industries act as markets for the raw materials. The products or the produce that are produced, especially in the agriculture sector. The industries act as the markets for those raw materials. Then source of revenue through taxes. The government now gets some revenue through taxes. Then we have improved infrastructure, whereby now these products or the industry, we need to transport the raw materials to the industries, and then after the production of the final product, these products need to be transported to the market. So the infrastructures are improved. Then we have growth of local and regional trade. Then growth of local and regional trade. So the products of the industries facilitate in the growth of local and regional trade. So we have some problems now, problems facing industries, and one of the problems is stiff competition from cheap imports. So there are some imports, or there are some goods that are bought from the foreign countries. When they come into our country, they are cheaper than the ones now that are being produced by our industries, and now this competition is a problem. Then we have inadequate power supply. So some areas we don't have enough power. So these industries lack enough power supply. Then unfriendly trading terms. We have unfriendly trading terms. So sometimes that, especially in between the countries now, the terms involved, they are not friendly to some industrial products. Then transport and communication systems, the roads, and also some areas the roads are very bad, so it becomes very hard to transport either raw materials or the final products. We have small internal markets. The goods now produced supersedes now the market demand within the country, and that's a problem. Then workers strikes. So some industries face this problem whereby now the workers strikes every now and then, either demanding increase of salaries or improvement of the working conditions. So these strikes are a problem. Then high taxes. There is high taxation, especially by the governments, and now this makes now the production costs too high, making now the goods produced to be expensive. Then inadequate raw materials. So some companies or some industries now lack enough raw materials to produce the goods needed. And lastly, high cost of energy. So this now facilitates or makes the goods produced to be very expensive. So that is that for today. For more of this, get into our summer class app. Have a good day.